早上好，欢迎来中国的上海。现在我在陆家嘴，今天我要去东方明珠塔的头。Hello everyone, good morning. Welcome to Shanghai, China. Welcome to Lujiazui. We're on the other side of the river right now, and today I'm going right to the top of the Oriental Pearl Tower. Today is my first full day here in Shanghai, and yesterday was travel day, so go back and watch that if you didn't, because we saw the whole Shanghai skyline lit up. It's absolutely beautiful, and probably the most iconic building in Shanghai, maybe in China, is this thing here. And it's at night, it lights up pink and purple. It's absolutely beautiful. We saw it last night, but you can actually go to the top of there. So some of the other buildings that you can see in Shanghai, this is the Shanghai Tower. It's currently the third tallest building in the whole world. Just behind that one is the Jinmao Tower, which you can also go to the top of. But this is the one. The Oriental Pearl Tower is absolutely beautiful. It's iconic. And when you look at the skyline of Shanghai, the Oriental Pearl Tower really stands out. So right now we're on the east side of the river, and over there is the west side of the river. The Huangpu River splits Shanghai into two. We have Dong, which means east, and we have Xi, which means west. Also, if you did not watch yesterday's video, I finally said that I used to live in Shanghai, China. I used to be a primary school teacher here, and I absolutely love Shanghai. I love China. I love Chinese people. It was the experience of a lifetime. I lived here for 2 years and it was absolutely amazing. So I'm currently visiting for 6 days, and it's such an exciting city. But there now we can see the Jinmao Tower, which is that one there. And then that one is the bottle opener, because it looks like a bottle opener. So one thing you must know about China in general is there are people absolutely everywhere. I mean, you have to fit 1 billion people somewhere, right? Anywhere you go, any time of day, there will be people there. 100% guaranteed. It is currently almost 12:15. I'm waiting for my friend, and we're gonna go to the top of the tower together. She doesn't speak English, so she's not gonna be in the video, so my Chinese needs to be pretty good today. China truly is an absolutely unique country. There's no other country in the world like China. I've been to over 60 countries and nowhere compares to China. I love Shanghai. I've been to Beijing and Xi'an and many of the other major cities around China, but Shanghai is the one. In the next few months, I'm going to be traveling around Asia to so many different countries, amazing places, and I can't wait. I really can't wait. It's so different from Europe. Of course, I'm European, so I can compare it to Europe, but Asia is so special. Just the culture, the people, the languages, the food, everything is so unique. Just waiting for my friend in this shopping mall. Chinese shopping malls are absolutely amazing. You can go to anywhere in the country and you can find huge shopping malls everywhere. It's crazy. So there's many things that I loved about living in China, and convenience is a huge part of it. Like, I don't have any money on me right now. Nobody carries cash, and these things here, these make life so much easier. So what do you think these are? Could you guess? Could you guess what these are? So these are going to be absolutely everywhere. Pretty much every single shop is going to have these. They're portable chargers for your phone, because you cannot survive in China without your phone. So, of course, you need to keep it charged up. This is going to cost you like $1 for one portable charger. Charge your phone, put it back in, and that's it. They're so convenient. And if you're wondering how you pay for it, you just scan this QR code with your phone, and then it's going to pop out. When you're finished, just put it back. Like I said, living in China was absolutely an incredible experience. And one of the biggest reasons was the Chinese culture. Chinese culture is so strong. Another reason is technology. China is so far ahead of so many Western countries, including the UK, the US. So the things they have right now in China, the UK and the US can only dream about. It makes life so much easier. Of course, they have Starbucks in China. Chinese is 星巴克. Anyway, my friend's here, so let's go meet her. Got my ticket, let's go inside. Beautiful day today. So one strong dislike about being a foreigner in China, you need your passport for absolutely everything. Taking a train, buying a ticket for anything, you have to carry your passport everywhere. A copy is not good enough, but it's absolutely beautiful here. There's a lot of people, but so excited to go inside. And this thing here, this is like a new mascot or something. It's like a carrot, and there's so many people over there waiting in line to buy a carrot. Ticket was 299 Chinese yuan, which is like 42 US dollars. This says Shanghai Huaning Nin. It says Shanghai welcomes you. So this is what it looks like inside the first ball, and we're going to take an elevator upstairs. The elevator was absolutely packed. Anyway, welcome to, I think we're like 250th floor or something. The view from here is absolutely beautiful, and it's such a clear day today. And we can see Shanghai Tower, the third tallest tower in the world, and it still goes way above us. Wow, Shanghai is beautiful. That's where we just were down there, the ring road. Wow, unbelievable. So there's not too many people up here at the moment. Right now it's 1:35 in the afternoon, and we can go higher as well. There's a restaurant up there. We're gonna go eat some lunch, but this is so cool. If you ever come to Shanghai, you have to go to the top of the Oriental Pearl Tower. I've been to the top of the Shanghai Tower as well. That's obviously higher over there, but I think this is the one to do. It's so much cooler and so much more iconic. Like, we're inside the ball right now. So over there is the YuYuan. That's the Bund. That's where we were last night. And Nanjing Road is right there too. The busiest street in the whole of Shanghai. It's such a good view. I used to live over there. Over there. You can see so far today. The weather is so clear. So just over here, this is the international cruise terminal. So if you take a cruise to Shanghai, the ship is going to stop right there. It's like prime time location to get downtown. So I'll give you some information of what you can see. And on the glass, it tells you what is in the direction. So it says like how far Beijing and stuff is. But there's so many older people here on tours. And I think they're not Shanghai people. They're tourists to Shanghai. I can show you some of the merchandise up here. These are so cool. Really, really cool. I wish they did a pink or purple one, the real colors, but so much cool stuff you can get here. Souvenirs. They have so much cool stuff here, and it's so reasonably priced. Like this thing is like $5. They got this cool, is it called a tumbler or a water cup? 99 yuan. They got some nice watches over here, 99 yuan each. Craziness. They got a lot of Disney stuff too, which is really, really cool. Literally everywhere in Shanghai has a partnership with Disney. It feels like you can get Disney stuff anywhere. Some more Disney stuff and cigarettes. They sell so many cigarettes up here. They have sweets. Got some candy inside here. It's so cool. Wow. Donald Duck, my favorite. Look at this big marshmallow. This is one huge marshmallow. Wow, that's only 58 yuan. Look at this Dongfang Mingju Ta water. Now we can go to the transparent observatory. So this is one thing that blows my mind about China. Like, we're in like one of the most touristy places in Shanghai, but everything is still so reasonably priced. Like, you can get a bottle of Coca-Cola for less than $1 US. Like, the souvenirs are like $5 each. If you go anywhere in London or New York City, in a tourist place, you're gonna be paying like 10 times the price. It's crazy, but everything is still reasonable here. We are now 259 meters up, and they have a transparent floor. This is crazy. Don't step too hard. Wow. People like to take some cool pictures here, but the view again. Today we got a very, very lucky day today, because if it's foggy, you can't see anything, but that's the Bund over there. Everybody's so nervous. They got some professional photographers over here. This guy's so embarrassed. She's getting him to do so many cool poses. The kids just don't care, they're running on the glass, but the adults are so scared. So like I said, like the photographers, it's 20 yuan per picture, which is like less than $3 US. Like, if you go any landmark in the US or the UK, you're gonna be paying like at least $20, $30 just for one picture. So that's the ring road, that's where we were earlier. And right there, can you see the hidden Mickey? That's the Disney store right there. So beautiful. There is the Shanghai Tower, the Jinmao Tower, and there's the Bund. And YuYuan is just over there. That's where my hotel is. I love finding this stuff. Please do not crowd it, okay? They got the portable chargers that we saw earlier. Very convenient. Here you can get your souvenir coins. Look at that, that's cool. So we are going to space. We're going to the revolving restaurant. Yeah, it spins. It says here you can create your own spaceman. Wow. Let's give him a name. B-E-N. That's a good name. There you go, that's me. from the outside, you would never know all of this stuff is inside. Wow. Hola, bonjour, aloha, ciao, ni hao. We got a space store. Look at all this space stuff. This is so cool. Wow. So like I was saying earlier, all of this stuff is under $10. It's crazy, like things here are so reasonably priced, which makes it so good because when people visit tourist attractions, like you usually don't buy anything because it's so expensive, but here, very reasonable. Even this little guy here, 10 yuan, which is like $1.40. And you get a very nice view from up here. Look at that. Wow, Shanghai, China. And you actually need a special ticket to come up here, and of course we have it, but not many people do, so it's empty up here. So we was gonna go to the revolving restaurant, but it doesn't open till 5, and it's only 2:40 now, so we can't go there today. And just remember, please do not crowd it, okay? Just before you go, I want to show you the prices again. So one Coca-Cola, 5 yuan, which is like 70 cents, and a water, 8 yuan, which is like $1.10. If you go to London, you're going to be paying like 5 times as much as that. Now we are 98 meters up, and they have an arcade in here. I didn't know this. I don't remember seeing this last time. But you can play some games over here and win some prizes. This is so cool. I'm disappointed that we can't go to the revolving restaurant, and the friend I'm with is the person that I came with last time I came here, and she said that we did go there at 5 o'clock last time, which I don't remember, but I guess that's my mistake. And I do remember this. They have a roller coaster in here. How cool is that? Moving walkway, and it tells you about the tower and about Shanghai.
Now we are going down to the lobby. There's our Shanghai History Museum.
We're right on the ground floor now, and they have a lot of shops here for souvenirs. Chuko. So that was our visit to the Oriental Pearl Tower. This is an absolute must if you ever visit Shanghai. It's beautiful inside, and like I said, there is a restaurant way up there, but it doesn't open till 5, so that's my fault, but definitely go inside. And I still can't believe how beautiful the weather is now in November. It's absolutely shocking because Shanghai gets extremely hot in the summer and extremely cold in the winter. But let's say goodbye. Wow. And we are back to where we started this morning. We're back on the overpass, the ring road, and we're gonna go into IFC, get some lunch. And down here is the Disney store. Let me know if you can see the hidden Mickey. Can you see Mickey? Can you see him? There he is. We're right next to the river, the Huangpu River, and just across the river is the YuYuan, it's the Bund. And we're gonna have lunch here instead. So this area right by the river, they have a lot of restaurants here. Very nice restaurant. Like there's so many people getting ice cream and having some food. But once again, I've said it 10 times today, but absolutely perfect weather today. Amazing. We're gonna go there, 1886. And there's a Chili's. Welcome to Chili's. We have a very nice view here. So this restaurant's called 1886. You can get flaming roasted chicken. I'm getting a burger, pineapple burger, delicious. You can get pizzas. This is a German restaurant. You can get a big steak. There's so much on offer here. Pizza. Wow. And take a look at the cutlery. That's so cool. So I've been to one of these before, and last time there was a car on the ceiling. Got the pineapple burger, look at that. Delicious. That was a delicious dinner at 1886. The time is currently 5:35. And as you can see, the sun has set, and at 6 p.m. The skyline is going to be lit up and it's absolutely beautiful. We saw it last night. So every single night at a different time, depending what season it is, all the lights turn on. And in winter time, it's 6 p.m. So very, very soon, this is going to be beautiful. And over there on the Bund, there'll be so many people over there waiting. Here we are on one of the back streets, and even here they have the portable charging machines. Nobody's stolen it. These would not last one day in New York or London. That's the smallest one I've ever seen. Look at that. We made it to the other side of the river. There's still so many people taking pictures of that. Look at the view from the Bund. Of course, we were on the other side of the river this morning, and I can't believe we went up there today. But right now, so many people here, just like there always is. People relaxing. The weather's still very, very nice. It's almost 10 p.m. and there's still all of these people here. Guys, check out this cool device. It's a flying camera. The HOVERAir X1 is a groundbreaking self-flying camera that fits right in your pocket. With the HOVERAir X1's advanced AI technology, you can choose from cinematic modes including follow, zoom out, orbit, hover, bird's eye view and dolly track, smoothly tracking, framing and capturing footage that looks like it was shot by a pro. Whether you're a content creator, an adventurer, or just someone who loves recording memories, the HOVERAir X1 is designed for you. It's incredibly user-friendly, designed to be flown straight out of your hand, no controller required. You simply select one of the preset flight modes, let go, and it starts filming automatically. The HOVERAir X1 only weighs 125 grams, so it's safe for everybody to use. The propellers are not exposed, so there's no danger of an injury. Plus, with this app integration, you can easily transfer footage to your smartphone in seconds. The 2.7K video resolution ensures that every shot is high quality, crisp, and ready for sharing. The HOVERAir X1 is ready to use straight out of the box. No FAA registration is required. Whenever you're done, just hold out the palm of your hand for a safe landing. Get yours today and start creating memories. Look at all these people over here. Nanjing Road is just over there, so this is always the busiest part of the Bund. So in yesterday's video I said so many positive things about China, but one of the biggest negatives as being a foreigner and being a male is you will get approached 100%. Don't do it. Girls are gonna run up to you. I literally had a girl sprint behind me, ask me where I'm from, ask me if I want to go and get drinks. Don't do it. Doesn't matter how beautiful the girl is, it's a scam. They're gonna take you somewhere and charge you like $400 for like a beer, like something like that. Just say no. It's 100% a scam. Just like I said yesterday, no country is perfect. There's many, many bad things about China, many positives, but many bad things as well. And like I said, don't fall for it. If it's too good to be true, it probably is. I've literally walked probably 20 minutes along the Bund. I've been approached 3 times, 3 different women. They asked me where you're from, asked me if you want to go for a drink. Just say no. We can see Nanjing Road. So many people still coming over to the Bund. That's the Peace Hotel right there. Many famous people have stayed over there. And we have one of the greatest views. So in Shanghai, that scam is going to happen at any of the tourist places. It's going to happen at the Bund, definitely Nanjing Road, YuYuan, pretty much anywhere that they expect to see foreigners. And nobody just runs up to someone and says, where are you from? The second question, do you want to go for a drink? It doesn't happen. If they're genuine, that doesn't happen. So like I said, just say no. But we can enjoy the view just a little bit more. It is absolutely amazing. It's stunning. Over there is the international cruise terminal. Wow, YuYuan is that direction. Wow. We are going to walk down Nanjing Road just a little bit. We're going to get a蜜雪冰城. Look at the time, 9:55 on a Wednesday night. And it's still bustling with so many people. Literally, people everywhere. This is a Wednesday night. It's not the peak season, it's not summer. But the weather's good, people are out enjoying themselves. It's so cool to see. So Nanjing Road is kind of like Oxford Street in London, or like a Times Square in New York. A lot of shopping, a lot of restaurants, and a lot of people. And if you think that police are gonna see a foreigner filming in China, look, 4 police officers just walking right next to me. Are they doing anything to me? No. Am I in any danger at all? No. So stop reading the news. So walk down Nanjing Road from the Bund, the second traffic light, there's going to be a car showroom here. Take a left and then蜜雪冰城is right there. So if you didn't know, most of the cars on the road in China, they're electric. And Tesla is popular here, but there's so many Chinese brands for electric cars. Absolutely so many. I have made it to蜜雪冰城, like literally the best thing in China. Let me show you how you pay with no money using your phone. So what I'm going to do is open Alipay. I'm going to scan this QR code and it's going to bring me the menu. I don't even need to speak to them. I just choose what I want and then I pay on my phone and then they give it to me. It's so easy, so convenient. There you go. I just choose what I want. One thing I will tell you is if you cannot read Chinese, then you have to look at the pictures, but sometimes it's very difficult to tell what it is even by the picture. So like this is what I'm going to get, Tao Mei Nai Lu. And of course, looking by the picture, I know that it's strawberry. And then this down here is going to ask me, there it is. So down here it's going to ask me if I want it hot or cold, if I want to add ice, if I want to add sugar. So I've chosen Xiaobing, which is some ice, and then this is no sugar. And then I just go to the bottom. Now it's going to ask me for my password, put it in, and now it's done. So that drink cost me 7 yuan 20, which is like less than $1 US, and now I just wait. And I have it! Look how convenient this is. So I can take it away, they just put it in a little bag. Let's go!蜜雪冰城is so good. They're absolutely everywhere in Shanghai. I used to have it almost every day when I lived here. And it's made with real fruit, so I have no idea how the drinks are so cheap. Like, every drink is like at least under $2, like maybe $3, but they used to have an Oreo one that was so good. But yeah, I go with Tao Mei Nai Lu, which is strawberry. So if you walk about a mile that way, you're going to get to People's Square, which I'm probably going to be going tomorrow or the day after because that's where the Shanghai Museum is. So from People's Square, you walk 1 mile along Nanjing Road to the Bund, and then you walk another mile along the Bund to get to YuYuan, which is where I'm going now. So another thing that would happen a lot on Nanjing Road if you're a foreigner is people approach you and ask you if you want to go to the fake market. It's not a scam. If you want to go, then go. But they will come up to you, they will say shoes, watches. Going back to the Bund, looks like lights are off. Lights off must have been 10 PM because it's currently around 10:20. Still beautiful, but so the Bund never closes, so you can come here any time of the day if you want, and there'll always be people here. There'll be people running, there'll be people taking pictures all day long. But we are going to walk about a mile south along the Bund. Let's go back to the hotel at YuYuan. Look at all these bikes. I'll show you how to use them one of these days. It's exactly the same as what I did at蜜雪冰城. Literally just scan the QR code. Let me show you. So every bike will have a QR code. Just scan it and it will automatically unlock. Just scan it, ride as long as you want, and then whenever you're finished, you just take it to a designated area, drop-off area, go back to the app, press lock, and it will automatically lock. As I wait to cross the street here, I think people would be interested to know the English level of people in Shanghai. So I've been to Shanghai, Tokyo, Japan, and Seoul, South Korea, and the English level in Shanghai is not as high as you'd expect. So if I need help, and let's say there's a group, there's a family, let's say there's a family, okay? So there's a little kid that's like 10 years old, there's mum, dad, grandma, grandpa. The kid that's 10 years old is probably most likely to speak English out of that group, because right now every single kid that goes to school in China, they have English class. They have to have English class. And the generation before that, it wasn't that true. Let me cross the street. And look at him. No rules here, I swear, no rules. But yeah, so I'm most likely to ask the kid for help to translate, because so many times, like, because I was a primary school teacher, so many times if I had to talk to the cleaner or something, then I didn't know what to say in Chinese, because of course the cleaner doesn't speak English, then I would literally ask one of my students who was 6 and 7 years old to tell them like what the problem is, why we need their help. So that's pretty funny. But yeah, not many people speak English, to be honest. And I know if you're Chinese and you watch this and you speak English, you're going to say, well, I speak English, great. Absolutely great, but I'm talking about on a big scale, like the percentage of people that speak English is not that high. Like taxi drivers are not going to speak English, people in the stores are not going to speak English, police officers are not going to speak English. Some of them do, of course, but not a high percentage do. And when I went to Tokyo, it's even lower. Like even less people, in my experience, in Tokyo speak English. And then Seoul, South Korea is probably in the middle. So I think out of those 3 places, Seoul, Tokyo, and Shanghai, Shanghai is probably the highest. But I'll give you 2 tips when you visit anywhere. By the way, I'm not complaining. You know, I'm in China, they don't have to speak English. I don't care if they speak English or not, you know, I have to work it out because I'm a visitor, I'm a tourist. So I'm not complaining at all, I'm just letting you know. So my advice is, 1, expect everybody to speak English, and 2, don't expect anybody to speak English, which it doesn't make sense, but let me explain. So 1, expect everybody to speak English. Don't stand on the street and start talking bad about the people around you or the country you're in or anything like that, because the chances are someone right next to you is probably going to understand. And 2, don't expect anybody to speak English. Don't get mad at people for not speaking your language. Don't get upset, don't get frustrated, don't tell them they need to speak English. Of course they don't. Even people that work with tourists, they don't have to speak English in their own country. Most of them do if they work with tourists, because of course they expect to speak English, but you have 0 right to complain when you visit a country and they complain that they don't speak English. You have no rights. Honestly, you don't. If you're in a high-scale hotel, then maybe, but I don't think they would hire people that don't speak English in a very, very expensive hotel when they, you know, 99% of the guests are probably going to be foreigners. But don't be frustrated. It's your responsibility to get yourself around the country. Nobody has to accommodate you. Of course, they would try to. By the way, one great thing about being a foreigner in China is people will help you. If you walk into a shop, if you're trying to find somewhere and you don't speak Chinese, they don't speak English, I think a lot of people here would help you. That's not the same as in London, that's not the same as in New York. I think if I went to London and I went into a shop pretending not to speak English, I think a lot of people would get extremely frustrated and the everyday man on the street won't help me. But here, they will. They absolutely will. And I think that's just part of the culture. Like people want to help people and they appreciate when tourists visit their country. There is one thing that's absolutely unique about my experience traveling around the world as a foreigner, being in different countries. I get treated a lot different here than any other country in the world. Like, people here will take your picture, people here will stare at you, people here will literally tell their friends, look, there's a foreigner over there. So many times I've caught people like on the metro like this, like taking a picture of me, and they don't think you see it, but then you do see it. But I never ever, the 2 years I lived here, never had a bad experience being a foreigner in China. Never felt like I was in danger because I didn't speak the language. Never been treated badly because I'm a foreigner. Never. And people taking pictures of you, people looking at you, it's up to you how you respond. Can you be mad at them? Can you tell them to go away? If you want to. It's going to make the problem even worse and you will end up on Chinese social media. Just have fun with them, smile at them and laugh at them, try to speak to them. And yeah, just have fun with it, because like I said in yesterday's video, I'm sure a lot of people are not going to believe me, but some people that don't live in major cities, you might be the first foreigner they will ever see in their life. And like I said, that might seem crazy, but it's absolutely true, because a lot of people, I mean foreigners, tourists, they don't go to little villages. And I've been to little villages, I've been to big cities, I've been to so many places around China, big and small, and you get a completely different experience as a foreigner in these places. Like in Shanghai is a little bit different. I feel like people look at me, oh, there's a foreigner, cool, and then like they go back to looking at their phone. But like when I went to the villages, I literally had people like this, and it's not a bad thing, you know. I'm not complaining about it. It made me feel kind of special. I didn't do anything to earn the right to feel special, but you know, people are curious, and I think that's the right word, curious. Like I don't think anybody has bad intentions. In my experience, I've never had, like I said, never had a bad experience being a foreigner. I think people are just curious, and you know, don't let foreigners down. Like, be kind to them, and you know, just say hi to them, and then they're not going to sit there and stare at you for 10 minutes. You know, they're going to look, be curious, and then that's it. So you know, do your part and just have fun with them. You're in their country, remember that. They don't have to accommodate you, and yeah, just remember that. So I'm back at my hotel now. So the interesting thing about my hotel, so this is where my hotel is, and from the outside, nothing special, but inside it's actually pretty nice. Let me show you. So this is the outside, right, surrounded by a lot of restaurants. So down there is just YuYuan. If you don't know what YuYuan is, then you better subscribe, because we're going to go there soon. I went there a little bit yesterday, but let's go up to the 5th floor. So I made it back to my room. Like I said, it's pretty nice, but from the outside it's not so nice. I just had a really cool interaction with a couple from Xinjiang, and if you don't know what Xinjiang is, then look it up. But their accent was so difficult to understand, because like I was in the elevator and then they jumped on like last minute and I held the door, so they said thank you, and then I said bukati, which means you're welcome, and then she was like, oh, you speak Chinese? And I was speaking to them in Chinese, but I couldn't understand anything she was saying. She was speaking Mandarin, but it was so hard to understand. And then I said to her, I said, "Need a koyin or timbudong," which means I don't understand your accent, because she was like, R. Like, if you're Chinese, like, you understand what I mean. And like Beijing people, they have like, they sound kind of the same, because Shanghai people, they don't have that R like when they speak Mandarin, but I couldn't understand anything she was saying. So that was pretty frustrating, but you know, they were nice. Anyway, that's it. Thank you so much for going to the top of the Oriental Pearl Tower with me. Definitely do it. Sorry I couldn't show you the restaurant, but yeah, if you ever visit Shanghai, then definitely do that. It's definitely worth the money, and great experience, great view. So, like I said yesterday, I'm here for 6 days, so there's plenty more Shanghai time, plenty more videos. So hit subscribe if you want to see more, because I think a lot of people are curious about China in general, because they don't see much of it, and they don't see the real China. So I'm really trying to show you the real China and be honest about it. And like I said, good and bad things from my experience. Absolutely nowhere is perfect. I love London, but there's many bad things about London, you know. So I can like somewhere that has some negatives, because, you know, everywhere has good and bad. So I hope that you want to see more of Shanghai, because I have some really cool things planned. And, you know, visit China if you want to. Highly recommend Shanghai. It's an amazing city with amazing people, most of them. But yeah, that's it. Please like this video if you enjoyed it, just to tell me. If you watched to the end, thank you. Thank you so much. And thank you so much, channel members, for supporting me. Click the join button below this video to become a channel member, because I'm going to be releasing some older vlogs which nobody has seen, because they're on another channel which is not going anymore. It's shut down, because my first YouTube channel was Ben in China. Of course, this is Travel with Ben, so I have over 100 vlogs from my time living in China. I've been to the Great Wall of China. I used to have an annual pass at Shanghai Disneyland. I've seen the Terracotta Warriors in Xi'an. I've seen the pandas in Chengdu. And those videos are going to be uploaded for channel members only. So yeah, if you're interested in that, vlogs I filmed while I was living in China, in Shanghai, then become a channel member, because those vlogs are really cool. Like, because I was living here at the time, and yeah, I was really like submerged into the culture, and my Chinese was so much better. Like, I'm so frustrated with how bad my Chinese has got. Of course, I can still speak enough to get by, but I've forgotten so much, because I left Shanghai like a year and a half ago, over a year and a half ago. So, and I haven't had any opportunity to speak it. So yeah, China's an amazing place. I'm really enjoying my time here. Today was the first full day, so there's 5 more days of so much fun. So hopefully you want to see more. Hit subscribe if you want to see more. Thank you so much for watching. I'm going to stop talking right now, and I'll see you tomorrow. Goodbye.